Hello everyone. In today's video, we're going to talk about unit conversion. Unit conversion is a method used to change one unit of measurement to the equivalent of another unit of measurement. An example of these can be a simple conversion between the unit of mass of pound to kilogram, or unit of measurement in length from inch to meter, or can be a derived unit such as a measurement of speed from kilometers per hour to miles per hour, or a measurement of pressure from gram per square centimeter to pound per square feet. Unit conversion can also take place between two different categories of measurement, such as in chemistry, to measure the amount of a substance in moles to the mass of a substance in grams or kilograms. When we do unit conversion, we use conversion factors. A conversion factor is a fractional expression connecting two different units. And because they are written as fractions, there are numerator portion and the denominator portion. For a conversion factor, these two parts must be equivalent. Here are some examples of conversion factors. Earlier we mentioned about the conversion between mass. Here are two conversion factors that we can use to convert between kilogram and pound. And notice that you can write these conversion factors with either kilograms in the numerator or pound in the numerator. And here's another example to convert unit of centimeter to inches. When we use different categories, we can also write them in fractional expressions. Here's an example to convert between mass of a substance to mole of a substance. What it means here is simply 12.0 grams of a substance is equivalent to 1 mole of that substance. Here's another example of a conversion factor, and in this case, it uses a unit of density. And what it means is that here you have 13.5 grams of a substance, and that substance is equivalent to 1 cubic centimeter of that substance. So these are examples of conversion factors. Let's see how we can utilize these conversion factors in the next 4 examples. Let's start with something simple. Example 1. How many minutes are there in 3,360 seconds? Here we have a conversion between minutes and seconds. And so the first thing that we're going to do is to write out a conversion factor. So in this case, the conversion factor is between minutes and seconds. So we can either write it as minutes over seconds, in this case 1 minute over 60 seconds, or we can write it the other way around, having 60 seconds in the numerator and 1 minute in the denominator. Which conversion factor we use depends on the question. And let's take a look at this one. So we start with 3,360 seconds. And we want to figure out how many minutes that is equivalent to. So here we have a unit of seconds that we need to eliminate. And so to choose to eliminate a unit, we need to have that unit in the denominator in this case. So we will choose to use the conversion factor of 1 minute per 60 seconds. So we will write that conversion factor as always a multiplication. So we multiply by the conversion factor of 1 minute over 60 seconds. When we write it this way, we can see that the unit of seconds and second cancels out, leaving us with the unit of minute. And the rest is just simply doing the calculation. So 3,360 divided by 60 equals 56 minutes. And this is how we utilize the conversion factor in this example. Let's look at a second example. Example 2. If a car travels 85 kilometers in 1 hour, how long will it take this car to travel between two cities that are 408 kilometers apart? Here we have a statement. In this first statement, if a car travels 85 kilometers in 1 hour, we can use this statement to create a conversion factor. The conversion factor in this case is 85 kilometers over 1 hour, meaning that the car travels 85 kilometers is equivalent to the distance traveled in 1 hour. We can also write this conversion factor the other way, having 1 hour in the numerator and 85 kilometers in the denominator. And which one we use depends on what unit we need to eliminate. The rest of this question states, how long will it take this car to travel between two cities that are 408 kilometers apart? So we start with the number 408 kilometers. So clearly here we have the kilometer. That is the unit that needs to be eliminated. Therefore, we must choose the conversion factor, in this case having kilometer in the denominator. Therefore, we will use this second way of writing this conversion factor. And again, we will write this as a multiplication. So we multiply by the conversion factor of 1 hour over 85 kilometers. And in this case, kilometer and kilometer cancels out, leaving us with the unit of hour. So we do the calculation, 408 divided by 85. That leaves us with 4.8 hours. So this is a second example that in which we have to create our conversion factor from a statement within the sentence. Let's look at example 3. Silver has a density of 10.49 gram per cubic centimeter. If a small silver statue weighs 43.6 kilogram, how many cubic centimeter of silver is used to make it? In this question, we have a statement stating the density of a substance, in this case, silver. Often when we have this kind of unit, we can use it as a conversion factor. So let's rewrite this density in the way of a fractional expression to be used as a conversion factor. We can write this as 10.49 gram over 1 cubic centimeter. Or we can write it the other way around, having 1 cubic centimeter in the numerator and 10.49 gram of silver in the denominator. Another thing with this question is that we start with 43.6 kilogram. And notice that in our conversion factor, we only have the unit gram. So therefore, we must also first convert kilogram into gram. And to do that, we create these conversion factors between units with prefix and their base unit, in this case, between kilogram and gram. And the way to do this is that kilo means 10 to the power of 3, or 1,000. Therefore, we can rewrite 1 kilogram as 10 to the power of 3 gram. When we do this, we can eliminate the unit kilogram and converting that into gram. Then we can apply one of the density conversion factor to convert the number into volume. In this case, gram is the unit that we need to eliminate. Therefore, we choose to have gram in the denominator so it can be canceled out. So we use this second form where we have 1 cubic centimeter in the denominator, in the numerator, and 10.49 gram in the denominator. And when we do this, gram and gram cancels out, leaving us with cubic centimeter. And to do the calculation, we have 43.6 times 10 to the power of 3 divided by 10.49. And this will leave us with 4.156 times 10 to the power of 3 cubic centimeter. The last example that we're going to look at is a conversion between two units. So here's example 4. Express 1 kilogram per square centimeter in pound per square inch. So this is a conversion between two derived units of pressure. We start with 1 kilogram per square centimeter. When we convert these units, I prefer to rewrite these units into fractional form, so then it's easier for us to see what unit needs to be eliminated. So the first thing that we need to do is to convert the mass unit of kilogram to pound. And we have that conversion as 2.2 pound per 1 kilogram. And since kilogram is the unit that we need to eliminate, and we need to write them in the opposite side of this fraction, one in the numerator and one in the denominator. So now we have converted the mass into pound, and we have to change also the centimeter, the square centimeter, into square inch. What's worth noting is that for square centimeter, the unit of square centimeter means centimeter times centimeter, which means that we need to convert centimeter to inch twice by applying the conversion factor of 2.54 centimeter per 1 inch twice. The reason we do this is now we can actually cancel the 2 centimeters with the square centimeter, leaving us with 2 inches multiplying together, or square inch. So when we do the calculation, we will obtain the answer as 14.2 pound per square inch. So whenever you are trying to convert between 2 units, you just need to make sure to convert every unit to its corresponding units in a step-by-step manner. I hope you liked today's video. If you like today's video or find it helpful, please consider like and subscribe to my channel. I will see you in our next video.